Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Ooh, today we're going to be taking a look at a CRKT. A CRKT with field strip technology. I've had a few of those on the channel here in the not so distant past. But today we're going to be taking a look at the CRKT Slacker. Now the Slacker was provided to the pass around group by CRKT, so we thank them very much for that. As always, let's get out here a bit, take a look. Now, as I said, the Slacker has the field strip technology. Open it here, undo the thumb wheel, pretty much comes apart like pretty much all the rest of the field strip knives. Now, the Slacker is a Ken Onion design. You see there, you've got the anodized gray aluminum, 6061 aluminum handles. Got a black stainless pocket clip, fairly deep carry, which is nice. Right hand tip up. Slacker has an overall closed length of 4 1/4 inches and a grip length, as I measure it, at right about 3 3/4 inches. You see there, my 3-inch hand just got a little bit left over. Is a manual flipper. And you do have a stainless liner lock, but it's a half liner. Liner goes up down to right about, well, let's look. There we go. Liner goes right about to where the pocket clip starts. I can't see that. I can't get the light right. I'm trying. Not quite working though. Yep. But it goes down to right about here where the pocket clip ends. Otherwise, it's all aluminum construction other than that portion. And then you have a little bit of a back spacer there as well. Anodized aluminum. Once it's open, you'll see it's got a 3 3/8 inch 1.4116 stainless steel. They list it as a drop point blade, drop point, Warncliffe, whatever you want to call it. Satin finish, 3 1/4 inch cutting edge on it. And of course, we have CRKT's Ken Onion classic billboarding. Just see how many words we can actually get on a blade. But as you see there, you've got the Slacker, the patents, the Ken Onion. And you have the model number right there. And then, of course, CRKT on that side. The Slacker has a fully open length of 7 5/8 inches. This model, the Slacker, is made in Taiwan. Let's do our measurements. Right, starting in ounces this time. 2.6 ounces, so a pretty good weight on it. 73 grams. I like that a lot. Great weight. Get our measurement thickness. 0.45. So we come in under that 0.5 mark that people seem to shoot for. And width, does it in its pocket, you're looking at about, just under an inch, really. I'm getting 0.98, so just under an inch. If you call it an inch, that's fine. Carries in the pocket, I mean, pretty well. Like I said, it's light, slender. Pocket clip's got good retention. It is a little bit of a smaller pocket clip. So let's, and that deep carry. Deep carry's pretty nice. Always a fan of a decent deep carry clip. So not much exposed when it's in pocket. Very good. I really like that. My overall take on the knife, guys. I mean, it's a decent knife overall. Seems pretty solid construction. The whole, I mean, it does have the field strip, so you're able to take it apart fairly easily, put it back together, clean it out, you know. And I've heard some very polarizing, you know, either people like it or they don't. You know, I think, I think it's a cool idea, but I don't know. I don't want to say I'm over it, but I'm kind of over it, if that, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, it is a good idea, especially for people that are just getting into the knife game. Want to clean their knives. It's very easy to take apart, put back together, as far as that goes. But for me, I mean, when it first came out, I was like, oh yeah, you know, I was pretty into it. But now I'm just like, okay, it's a field strip knife, cool. I don't know. I can't say much more than that. As I said, manual flipper snaps out pretty well. Good solid lockup. Lockup, to me it seems a bit late. I'm getting about, I mean, it's pushing way over there. And I'd say 60%. So a little bit late on the lockup. I like it more in the 30. I mean, 40 is okay. But good access. There's not really a recessed portion, but it does stand proud a little bit. Your liner lock does, with a little bit of jimping on it. So it doesn't affect your grip though. Now for me, you see you got a little bit of jimping here on the spine of the blade. For me, that jimping's too far forward. I'd like to see it back a little bit. Right there, basically. So you see where the jimping is. If I move my thumb, there's no jimping. For me, that's a little too far forward. Now, if you had bigger hands, that would probably be a good spot. But if you had bigger hands, you'd kind of be coming off the knife too. So the placing of the jimping on this blade doesn't match the handle size to me, if that makes sense. I hope I'm explaining that well. I have a smaller hand. It's on the small range of large. I wear large size gloves. So I have a large hand. The handle fits me great, but the jimping does me no good. Now, if you had an extra large to extra large hand, the jimping might be in a better place, but then you'd start to be coming off the knife. So it was a little bit of it didn't make a whole lot of sense to me in that aspect. Now, something else I'll say about the jimping. Even if it was back in the proper position, it's not very effective. So, yeah. The jimping's pretty much a miss on this knife for me. So, it is very comfortable in hand though, as far as just the actual aluminum, pocket clip. Pocket clip's not an issue in hand. I can get a really good grip on it. I mean, I don't have to have that jimping. I mean, it's aluminum, but the aluminum's got some gripability to it. Not bad. Yeah, it's a pretty comfortable knife for me. There again, hand size. It does fit my hand very well. So overall, I think it's a pretty solid knife. There's just a couple of things that, like I said, with the jimping and the handle size, that whole thing just didn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. Other than that, it seems like a pretty solid knife. Now, Blue gave it an 8. I don't know. He might be getting tired of the field strip too. I don't know. But the thing that kind of got me is, here we go. It retails for right about $80. And for me, that's a little on the high side for what you get, honestly, for me. I don't know if that has to do with the field strip technology or the aluminum. I don't know. It just seems a little high for what you get on this knife. So it's really weird because I really have, personally, and this is just completely I have a really strong feeling of indifference towards this knife. It's really weird. I'm just very like, okay. There's nothing on it that really excites me. There's nothing about it that makes me just go, oh, ugh. Like a knife I reviewed here a little while ago. If you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I just have a really, I'm just like, okay. Oh, this knife just, I was like, yeah, all right. Yep. I mean, the blade's cool. I do like the blade shape. But I tried to get really excited about it and I couldn't. I tried to get really like, oh, this knife. No, neither way. I was just like, Don't know what it is, guys. And it's really never happened before. I'm just like, okay, it's a knife. But it's a solid knife. It's comfortable. It's solid. The pocket clip is good. Overall, it's a good knife. It really is. You know, the whole field strip thing, that'll be for you to decide. But other than the jimping, the jimping handle size, positioning that confuses me, it's a pretty good knife overall. I appreciate it, guys. As always, you spending some time with me today. And I do appreciate CRKT sending the slacker out to the pass around group for us to take a look at. I mean, it's very gracious of them to do so. But as always, guys, as I said, I greatly appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, because you know I love talking to you. And until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.